Operatives with GOP ties are helping Cornel West get on the ballot in a key state. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today, it is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election, because everyone, more than likely, the upcoming presidential election will be a very close contest, obviously. I know the polling is saying that Trump is going to do way better than he did in 2020, and it is entirely possible that does occur, but at the end of the day, I do think it will be a close contest that will go down the wire in key swing states. And it seems like Republicans realize, yeah, this is a legitimate possibility. So much so that Republicans are trying to get Cornel West, yes, that Cornel West, on the ballot in key swing states. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now, let us get into it. Cornel West's independent presidential campaign is broke. His former campaign manager says he knows nothing about ballot access, and he has spent more in graphic design than petition gathering in his most recent campaign finance report. That's a real good sign. And that should tell you everything you need to know about the Cornel West campaign. Yes, he's running as a progressive, but the problem is, it doesn't matter if, you know, he's running as an open progressive that's trying to win over a bunch of voters in, say, Dearborn, Michigan. It really doesn't matter if he's physically not on the ballot. And I don't get what his campaign's trying to do. I mean, that's what you're spending your money on? Not on petition gathering, not on ballot access. No, you're focused on graphic design? But tens of thousands of signatures have been gathered on behalf of the famed left-wing academic in key states thanks to self-organized grassroots volunteers, and some help from outside operatives tied to a Republican consulting firm. Yeah. So despite the Cornel West campaign spending virtually nothing, or especially on actually getting on the ballot in key states, he's somehow, magically, getting a bunch of signatures out of the blue. And like NBC says, apparently, these groups are tied to a Republican consulting firm. In other words, the Republican Party is trying to get Cornel West on the ballot. Now, you might be saying, well, if Jill Stein's on the ballot, why would it matter if Cornel West is on the ballot? Well, put it simply, the more left-wing independents you put on the ballot, more than likely, you're going to see some progressives look at, say, Cornel West and say to themselves, hey, maybe I'm going to vote for him over, say, Biden. Democrats fear West's potential to siphon votes from President Joe Biden in places where he's on the ballot in a close election, and some Republicans are publicly discussing ways to boost West and other minor candidates like RFK and the Green Party's Jill Stein, which I think trying to boost RFK is dumb, because, yeah, he could siphon off votes from Biden, but there are some states where actually, yeah, he's hurting Trump more than Biden. States like Virginia and Minnesota, that's what the polling indicates, that somehow RFK is hurting Trump in those states more than Biden. So that's why I'm saying maybe RFK only in specific states. You know, states like Maine or New Hampshire, maybe that's a good idea, but don't try to boost him in Minnesota. Don't try to boost him in states like, I don't know, Georgia, for example. But as for Cornel West and Jill Stein, I think this is a good idea to try to get as many progressives on the ballot, because you know damn well they're going to take votes away from Biden. There's no way in hell Cornel West hurts Trump more than Biden. I don't see how that's even possible. Is it? I guess, maybe, in a bizarre scenario, but outside of that, it would be genius to try to boost Cornel West and Jill Stein. In North Carolina, for example, a prominent Republican activist was spotted in April outside a Trump rally, gathering signatures for West, telling rally goers it helps take away votes from Joe Biden. And that's smart. When Trump does a rally in, say, Phoenix, Arizona, or wherever, there's be tens of thousands of people at the rally. Well, that's a good opportunity to make them sign a petition to get Cornel West or Jill Stein on the ballot. That's an easy way to do so, because those people are willing to sign a petition for Cornel West. They're not going to vote for the guy, but if they know he's going to hurt Biden more than Trump, yeah, I'll sign that petition any day to get him on the ballot. I think it's a smart move. Meanwhile, a new party formed in the state to get West on the ballot announced Monday that it's an all-volunteer effort, had submitted more than 30,000 signatures, despite having virtually no oversight and receiving not a cent from West's campaign. Yeah, so this quote-unquote all-volunteer effort, in other words, it's more than likely a bunch of Republicans running the show. They had no help from the West campaign. No money was spent by the campaign. No oversight, nothing. Yet magically, they got 30,000 signatures. Without this grassroots effort, there's no way we could have done it. Drew Liskey, a co-chair of the Justice for All Party of North Carolina, said at a news conference, this was a very low budget operation. In other words, it was Republicans. There's no way in hell you could collect 30,000 signatures without a dime. There's no way. So, this just shows that, yeah, Republicans are serious about getting Cornel West on the ballot, even in states like North Carolina. You want to make sure Cornel West makes the ballot because who knows what happens? Maybe something crazy occurs where Biden somehow wins North Carolina. Well, you want to make sure that possibility is zero. So, in any state you can, get Cornel West on the ballot. But internal emails obtained by NBC News, social media posts, and other evidence suggest someone from the outside, though it's unclear who or how much, if anything, they spent, was trying to help West get on the ballot in North Carolina, even if his grassroots allies were not fully aware of it. Yeah. So, this confirms the idea that Republicans were involved here. This wasn't just all volunteers doing this. Bullshit. When they say stuff like that, they might believe it, but someone has to pay for this operation for it to actually happen. There's no way it's just, 10 people in the basement somewhere decided, you know what, we're going to get Cornel West on the ballot with 30,000 signatures. You need money for that type of operation. Emails from election officials obtained through a request under North Carolina's public records law show the pro-West Justice for All Party authorized 3 people to pick up and drop signatures for them statewide, and all 3 are current or past employees of a Colorado-based Republican political firm called Blitz Canvassing. So, yeah, this wasn't just, 5 people somewhere saying, we support Cornel West. This is a complete coincidence. Nope. This was a Republican operation trying to get Cornel West on the ballot. Blitz Canvassing has worked for numerous Republican House and Senate candidates and took in more than $14 million in payments working for Never Back Down, which, that's never a good idea to have affiliations with them, but this proves that they work with Republicans. This isn't just a random super PAC or organization that no one's ever heard about. It is a Republican group. In the same way the Republicans have quietly pushed ballot access for the Green Party across the country for years, there's concrete evidence, not rumors, but evidence, in North Carolina and other states of an organized Republican effort to get Cornel West on ballots, use Republican consultants and vendors that the West campaign is not paying for. Said Pete Kavanaugh, who founded Clear Choice Action, a new Democratic super PAC working to combat third-party candidates. Wait, I thought the Democrat Party loved democracy. I thought they wanted everyone on the ballot. We want democracy. Yeah, bullshit. This shows you that these people don't give a rat's ass about democracy. If the Libertarians run, that's actually democracy, but the Green Party, that's too far. That's undemocratic to have other options. And I understand that both parties play games for years about, hey, we gotta kick, say, the Libertarians off the ballot in Wisconsin. That's an example. I understand both parties do it, but when one party like the Democrats are so full of shit that they claim we support democracy, we want a fair system, we are the Democratic Party. But meanwhile, the second that a third-party candidate gets on the ballot, say that's a progressive, like Jill Stein or Cornel West, suddenly, that's undemocratic. We gotta use the court system to get these people off the ballot. What a very Democratic Party. They're so full of it. These people don't care about democracy. Because if they did, theoretically, they shouldn't care about the Green Party or Cornel West being on the ballot. The West campaign spokesperson, Edwin DeJuis, said the campaign was not aware of these particular individuals being involved with the Republican firm, and so it did not have any specific comments since we are not familiar with them or their affiliations. And this response has one of two reasonable conclusions. One, they really have no clue that a Republican firm was paying for this, which should make you wonder, hey, if you have no clue, that a Republican firm is paying for this, then what the hell are you doing? Why are you running a campaign if you don't know who is collecting signatures? Or, and this I think is the reasonable response or conclusion, they know damn well these are Republicans doing this. Because you don't have an organization of that size, in North Carolina, for example, able to collect 30,000 signatures in what, like 2 weeks? Without any support, without any kind of organization. That's bullshit. And I think they understand, or they should, that, yeah, these are Republicans trying to get us on the ballot. If they don't understand that, I have no clue why they're running a campaign. Because you should know damn well that these people, they have to be affiliated with someone. They're not just, Cornel West fans. Some of them might be fine, but to be able to collect 30,000 signatures in, 2 weeks? That's suspicious, especially if they supposedly had no money, no organization, and really no backing at all. There's no way. So, the Cornel West campaign has to know that, yeah, these are just Republicans trying to get us on the ballot. But there's a chance they actually don't know this, that they're so delusional or, out of touch that they don't even understand that these are Republicans trying to get them on the ballot. Which should be the reasonable conclusion, because if it's not Republicans, who's organizing this? The Cornel West campaign isn't. And why would Democrats want Cornel West on the ballot? If they know, yeah, if he's on the ballot, we probably lose voters, like with Jill Stein. So why would they want Cornel West on the ballot? Well, one of two things. These people either truly support Cornel West, or they just want to screw Biden over and the Republicans. It has to be one of those two. There's no way that, this is a complete coincidence. No one knows anything about it. It was a random organization that started a week ago. There's no way. But we just got to see what happens here. It's still kind of funny to see that Republicans are finally realizing, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should try to get someone like Jill Stein or Cornel West on the ballot. It can't hurt us. It should help us, because these people, they're going to vote for them, are Democrats. There's no way that a partisan Republican would vote for Cornel West or Jill Stein. But we just got to see what happens. Again, I still have my doubts that Cornel West will be on the ballot in all 50 states, but I guess it's possible if the GOP spends tens of millions of dollars, which they might, because yeah, it might be only 1% in most states, maybe 2% in some. But in states like Wisconsin or Michigan, Cornel West getting 1% of the vote might be enough for Trump to win. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.